Ohio. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. His throw left side is complete. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Crazy. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games. 19 for this one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack. Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now, faking the give. And he is going to go down. They sack him.
Ready.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first and 10, here's May. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. On second down, it's May. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Giants will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first and 10 is May. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
May to the air once more. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and 2, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. May to throw again. That's going to be intercepted. Oh, yeah. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
He pulls it in around the 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Giants. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready, go.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's Evans. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Open man downfield is Brown. That one good for 26 yards.
There's a reason certain guys might just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Evans. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down, 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4. Ready.
From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Evans. He'll struggle to get back to the... Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
go, set. Huh. Huh.
May gonna look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Come on, come on.
They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Evans. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
May to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is May. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Go.
Now May. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He is in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That one is complete to McBride. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Left side in the hands of London. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter? Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
London brought in motion. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game, Mike. I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6 coming up.
Go!
They'll stick to the ground. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's first down.
Let's go. Ready?
To throw is May. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Come on. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.